We are set baseball. Stepping into the box, Brett Gardner. And we are set for baseball here this evening. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And the first pitch of the ball game here is taken for a called strike one. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball one. Gardner is a guy you have to keep an eye on in the batter's box. He's definitely been known to drop down a bunt from time to time. That's something he's really good at.
And in today's game, Matty, this is such a lost art. I know you love this one. Guy dropping a drag bunt down for a knock, putting him up, putting him down, getting down the first base line. Definitely sets the tone for the team.
And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. Don't go too far. The dangerous Giancarlo Stanton gets his shot next. Now the 3-2 pitch. And a good battle continues as this ball's chopped foul of the plate, and the count remains 3-2. The next 3-2. And he lays off ball four. That's exactly what you want your leadoff man to do. Work the count and get on base. And prior to the first pitch, you'll look to first. And the runner back in standing. First pitch coming. Here it is. Swing and a little tapper. Gardner on at first. Nobody out. Now a move over to first. And late reactions, and they got him. Now a changeup in on the hands that evens it at 1-1. The next 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2. Digging in now for the Yankees, Gary Sanchez, the American League's silver slugger behind the plate a year ago. A ball and no strikes. And a breaking ball falls in there for a strike. It's 1-1.
Hey, he got away with that one right there. If he's going to live up there, spinning it up top of the zone, he's going to get hurt.
Just getting things underway here at Wrigley. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2.
Well, that's what you want from your curveball on 1 and 2. You start it in the zone and let it break out of the zone where it can't be punished. Didn't get him to go after it, but the execution was nice.
Very weakly on the ground, but it gets fouled. Here now the 2-2. Swing and a ground ball to third. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. Next for New York, Aaron Hicks. His matchup numbers with Hendricks. He's 2 for 3. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1.
Wow, how about that? He was tempted to make a swing at that pitch right there. That was way out of the zone, but he just kept his hands back enough.
And this is chopped foul near the plate, and the count will move to 1-2 now. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. A little bouncer. Here he comes again, 1-2. Fouled off. Contreras might try to make a play on it. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Hicks now.
These are the great matchups that happen throughout the course of a game. I don't think as a pitcher you can give in right here. He's a great hitter at the plate. He knows it. You know it. Keep executing. Maybe get him to roll something over.
Fouled away. He's set. Here's the 2-2. And he struck him out. So he was forced to make 9 pitches that at-bat, but he'll take it as the inning is over. Now batting, Javier Baez. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Javier Baez.
Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. windup and the 0-2 pitch. And no swing, apparently. Ball one. Here's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. Gone. Now at the plate, Chris Bryant, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Here's the first pitch to him. Now a check swing, but it's strike one anyway, says the home plate umpire.
Hey, after giving up that extra base hit right there, I love the fact that he came back with much better location, much better execution. That might have woke him up.
1 ball, 1 strike to count. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Bryant around first, heading for second. And they'll keep it going here as he's in with a double. Stepping up now, Daniel Murphy. And a great chance here for the Cubbies to add on in just the first inning. From the stretch. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball one. In past meetings with Tanaka, 2 hits in 7 tries. He's taken him deep once. Murphy, a native Floridian. He was a 13th round pick during the first-year player draft of 2006.
Man, coming out of the late rounds, you have to grind for everything. Nothing is given to you. And this guy has turned himself into a very solid big league ball player. That's a big accomplishment.
Outside in a full count, 3-2.
This is just the first inning, but this next pitch is a big one. You don't want to find yourself with 2 on, nobody out, and the 3, 4, 5 guys coming up.
So the breaking ball locked him up there. Daniel Murphy retired for the first out here in the bottom half of the first. Bird is under it. 2 gone. So digging in now, Kyle Schwarber, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Hard hit at third. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. At the plate, Miguel Andujar, as it'll be 5, 6, and 7 due up to kick off the second inning. And that one's in on the hands to start the inning. It's ball one.
Looked like he was trying to work in a front door curveball there, but it seemed like it popped out of his hand a little early, causing it to miss inside.
Now the 2-0. Hard hit ball to second. And this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single. With that, the Yankees have put their leadoff hitter aboard to start out the inning. And that'll bring up Gleyber Torres. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Wouldn't bite on a good sinker that time that missed. Heavy sinker just stayed inside.
Boy, you don't see that very often out of a rookie. That's a 2-0 count, and both of those pitches were really close. This guy has a pretty good eye.
And that's through for a hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now. So stepping in, Greg Bird, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. The second for 1 on to Rizzo, but a little slow in developing as they'll just get the 1 out. Here's Neil Walker. His matchup numbers with Hendricks. He carries a .308 batting average, 7 strikeouts on the stat sheet as well. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Belt high and right down the middle for a strike. Tapped down the line. Fielded cleanly. 1 there. Return throw is in time. How about that? They do turn 2, and it gets him out. The next Cub up, Wilson Contreras, set to lead off the home half of the second. And that misses inside 1-0. That swung on and missed. We're even at 1-1.
Beautifully thrown splitter right there. High 80s, down in the zone. Looks like a fastball coming in, and then it just drops off the table. You can get a lot of swinging strikes with that.
Popped him up. Bird is there for it. Looks it into his glove, and there's 1 gone. Stepping up to the plate, Ben Zobrist. First pitch of the at-bat. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Gardner is there. 2 gone. digging in the switch hitter, Ian Happ, trying to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. Swung on and missed. It's 0-1.
That is such a tough pitch to lay off right there, but you have to find a way. There's nothing you're going to do with that low sinker except foul it into your shin or hit a ground ball to the left side.
Ready with the 1-1 pitch. And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1.
You know, what I'm seeing here is a reluctance to throw the fastball. It's like he feels he can't throw the ball right by him right now.
Ripped down the first base line. Here now the 2-2. Is swung on and missed. Strike 3. So here now is the pitcher, Masahiro Tanaka. 9-1-2 due up. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1. And it's fouled away. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And they'll try to tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2.
Oh, this is where you have to be really aggressive. 1-2 count on an American League pitcher that rarely bats. Go right after him.
The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him. Ready for another chance. Brett Gardner. He drew a walk his first time up. Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt. The first pitch. Now a cutter down around his shoe tops as he hops out of the way. Tries to go the other way as this is in the air to left field. Schwarber comes on now and puts it away for the second out of the inning. So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and set to stand in the ultra dangerous Giancarlo Stanton. Stanton, a 6'6" right-handed swinger and thrower. He was taken in the second round back in the draft of 2007.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
And they'll try to bounce a curveball on 0-2, but he holds back. It's 1-2 now. And he struck him out. Second time tonight now that he's been set down. Now to the plate, the pitcher, Kyle Hendricks. He'll be the one to lead off against Masahiro Tanaka.
Kyle Hendricks.
Lays off 1-0. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Cubs pitcher at the plate, trailing with a 1-2 count. Swing and a miss as he starts the third the same way he ended the second, with a punch out, 1 away. Here's Javier Baez, and he's off to a hot start in this one. Homered his first time around. Took a wave at one around the shins with no luck.
We're seeing him in an absolute groove out there in the mound right now. Retired 7 straight, and mechanically, he looks really consistent and fluid to me.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2. Here's Chris Bryant now. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he pulled up in time, but it's a called strike 2.
This is what makes him so dangerous as a pitcher. 5 weapons that he can go to, and he's working ahead in the count. This is a tough matchup.
And a check swing. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. It's ball 1. The 1-2 is a slider taken for a ball.
Pretty good discipline right there with 2 strikes. That's a tough sweeping slider. Not many guys lay off that pitch.
And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full. 3-2. Sent on the ground, but right into the shift. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Digging in now, Gary Sanchez. He'll start things out against Kyle Hendricks as we get the inning underway. First pitch on its way. Just able to get a piece of that for strike one. And it's 0-2 to Sanchez. And they'll try to tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2.
You're grinding so hard at the plate right there, expecting something on the corners, and what happens? Change up, middle cut. Your eyes light up, but you're just not able to barrel it up.
And this is swung on and missed, and this fourth inning will start the same way he ended the third, with a strikeout, and there's one away. Here it comes. Starts him out with a curveball for a strike. No runs, 3 hits, and no errors for the Yankees so far. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Happ is in pursuit, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning. Striding in, Miguel Andujar. He reached on a single in his first try. First pitch coming, here it is. Looks at a curveball over the inside corner. No runs, 3 hits, and no errors for the Yankees so far. This is in the air out to straightaway center. Happ is over. He makes the play, and that'll end. At the plate, Daniel Murphy. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Second baseman, Daniel Murphy.
First delivery to him on the way. Sends that one out of play for strike one. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. And this is bounced foul at the plate, and that moves the count to 0-2 now. Here's another 0-2. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
I can't blame him one bit out on the mound. I'm shocked he didn't pick up the rosin bag and see if he could get a foul ball on that one. He had to see if he would swing way outside the zone.
And the throw will indeed take care of him for the first out. So one gone in the inning, and that'll bring up the first baseman, Anthony Rizzo. Swung right over the splitter there, 0-1. One and one, the count to the Cubs' first baseman. One out, nobody on. Popped him up. And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the second out. Standing in, Kyle Schwarber. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Lying toward the gap in left center, and he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that. Standing in, Gleyber Torres. He's in to get things going here in inning number 5. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Curveball, and that misses in the dirt for ball 1. That's wide, 2-0.
Do you take your chances in this situation as a hitter, knowing he's just missed outside 2 pitches in a row, and dive a little bit and try and drive something in the opposite field?
Greg Bird will be next. Here's a strike. Now here's the check swing, and they appeal down to first. No swing, so that's ball 4. First pitch coming. Here it is. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. The 0-1 delivery. And he misses with it, 1-1.
And the reason he's working away so much here is because he's got that big hole on the right side of the infield to worry about. With the first baseman holding the runner on, it's always smart to pitch into the defense you have behind you.
Pulled toward right center field. Half is there, and he has it for the first out. Digging in for his second at-bat, Neil Walker.
Second baseman, Neil Walker.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. And a ball, 1-0. Counts even at 1-1 to Walker. Now the 1-1 pitch. Skied into straightaway right. Zobrist sprinting after it. He's not going to have a play on it, and this might bring home the runner from first. The relay. Throw won't get him. So now the pitcher for the Yankees, Masahiro Tanaka, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. And now we'll step off the rubber here and just look him back to third. Andrew McCutcheon will grab a bat hit for the pitcher here.
Number 26, Andrew McCutcheon.
Brandon Kinsler takes the mound to try to get out of this mess. There are two on with only one away. Here's a slider to start things out, looked at for ball one. And here's a fastball inside as the count moves to 2-0 now. Torres at third, Walker at second with one away. Hit back up the middle. And they take the lead as this is in for a base hit. And it's there, but it's dropped at the plate. And the run is in to score from second. It's now a 2-1 ball game. Here's Brett Gardner now. Lifetime against Brandon Kinsler. He's hitless in 3 at-bats. Swing and a miss on the slider. 0-1. Popped him up. Contreras has a play. 2 down. Giancarlo Stanton now. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Good changeup that time, but he wouldn't bite on it. Just a tick behind for a strike.
He struggled quite a bit at the plate in this one, so until he shows he can put a good swing on the ball, I don't think they're going to give him anything straight that he can handle.
A runner on first with 2 away. And he struck out again. That's the 3rd time he's gone down on strikes. Tommy Kingley, the 6'1" right-hander, will be the one to get the call from the bullpen here. Now to the plate, Wilson Contreras comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Here's the first pitch to him. And that one's too low, apparently. Down the third baseline, but a foul ball, 1-1. Tough to get fooled any worse than that. He's in a hole now, 1-2.
Hey, that's a really good pitch right there, and that's one of those off-balance swings. As a pitcher you want to look in and say, howdy, if you're waving at me. A real ugly swing, and it gives you a lot of confidence when you make a guy look that bad. So hopefully he has another pitch left in his repertoire to bury this guy and get him out of there.
Now at the plate, Ian Happ looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. And this pitch is up and in as he backs away. It's ball one. A 2-ball, no strike count to the Cubs center fielder. High and away, not close. 3-0.
Well, of all the guys in this lineup, he's definitely...
There's a swing and a drive, and everybody's just going to sit back and watch that one fly. A no-doubt home run. And now the Cubs pitcher, Brandon Kinsler. First at-bat of the game for him here in the fifth, as he was a late entrant into this one. Skied into very shallow right. Stanton coasts under it, and that's the third out. Ready once again, Gary Sanchez. He's set to start it out for the Yanks here in the sixth. Here comes the first pitch. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball one.
Wow, count now 1-0 with a real good slugger up at the plate. This is the time as a pitcher you have to really make some good pitches. This is not the time to just groove one right down the middle.
Just inside, not by much. It's 2-2. The 2-2 one more time. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. He's set. Here's the 2-2. And he fouls this one off.
Hey, he's got 4 foul balls in this AB right here. He's really making this pitcher grind for everything.
Skied into very shallow right. Zobrist moves over, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. Striding forward now, the Yankee cleanup hitter, Aaron Hicks. No hits to this point. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Way in front of a great slider that time. Ball one. The 1-2. Ground ball foul down the left side. Bases are empty, one man out. The 1-2. He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away. Here's Miguel Andujar now. A hit and 2 tries for him so far. First pitch of the at-bat. Popped him up. Rizzo over to his left. And that retires the side. Here's Javier Baez. He comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. First pitch on its way. Tough pitch to lay off. The slider stays high for ball one. On a grade school swing there, it's 1-1.
I'll tell you, if I'm on the hill, I'm throwing that changeup again. Didn't look like he picked it up very well out of his hand.
2 balls and a strike to Javi Baez. Cubs shortstop with a 3-1 count.
I understand pitching carefully to this guy in the box, but the man on deck doesn't represent any relief either. He's going to have to go after one of these guys.
Oh, and they pulled the string on a good changeup there as he swings and misses, and he's set down on strikes for the second time tonight. Ready for another shot now. Chris Bryant. Missed with a slider.
He's going to have to make adjustment on that slider away. He can't just make it a non-competitive pitch and allow these guys to take. He's got to start that a little bit more over the middle of the plate to get that swing and miss on the outer half.
Ready to deliver the 1-2. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. Tried to fool him with the changeup, but he won't offer at it. 3-2. Daniel Murphy will be next. And did he hold up in time? A look down, and no, he went around. It's strike 3. Coming to the plate now, Daniel Murphy. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball.
That was a non-competitive pitch right there, and he finds himself behind 2-0 in this situation. He's going to have to locate something down the zone, get himself back in this count.
Sent foul again, and after being way ahead, now it's even at 2-2.
Classic change of speeds right there.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Stepping in, Gleyber Torres, and he'll get us started in what's officially the back third of this one. Here's the first pitch to him. Changeup in for a strike. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Zobrist calls for it. 1 down. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Greg Bird. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A knee-high sinker. Tough pitch. Strike 1. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Happ on the move. And he makes the catch for the second out. Here's Neil Walker. 1 for 2 with a double on his line thus far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Down the first baseline. Rizzo is there. And he'll step on the bag himself. And the inning is over. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Anthony Rizzo. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. The call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And that slider's almost in the dirt.
Pretty good pitch and a great take there. There's not a lot you could do with that slider breaking down, and unless you can catch it way out front and hook it down the line, you see a lot of swinging misses on those.
A ball and 2 strikes to Anthony Rizzo. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. The 2-2. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning. Settling in now, Kyle Schwarber. Hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line out. Nowhere close with the fastball to begin the at-bat. It's ball 1. Blowing away as he misses again. 2-0. And a very low strike there. Trying to speed up the game, perhaps. It's 2-1. And I believe they'll say he broke the plane, as yes, he did. It's ruled a strike. Swing and a miss got him reaching. And he makes the throw to first. Schwarber is retired. 2 down now. There's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. Had him lunging at that one out of the zone, and that's strike 1.
Not much to say about that swing other than it should have never happened.
Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. A strike to Contreras, and it's 1-1. Check swing, no swing, says the home plate umpire. Ball 2. 2-2 to the Cubs catcher. Hit down the third base line. And that's through for his first base hit in this one. Here's Ben Zobrist now. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. First pitch on its way. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground. 2 out with the possible go-ahead run at first. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
This is why this guy is so effective.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Next to hit will be the pitcher, Chad Green. And he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago. Luke Boyd is going to be asked to get things going here as a lead off the top of the 8th.
Number 45. Luke Boyd.
On to the 8th here as a slider is taken to begin the at-bat. It's ball 1. Hard hit ball to second. Gloved by Murphy. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Brett Gardner. In his last at-bat, he popped out in foul ground. He's set, and the pitch. Leaves a slider up high, but it's taken for a strike.
Oh, he thanks his lucky stars right there, getting away with that hanger. I cannot believe he didn't pull the trigger on that.
1 out, nobody on. And he missed with it. It's 1-2.
I love a well-executed changeup, especially one down in the zone. The only problem throwing it in that situation, you leave that belt high or miss your spot just a hair, and you could have some problems.
Hit in the air out to center field. Happ is back, and he'll get there to make the play for route number 2. Now at the plate, Giancarlo Stanton. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. First pitch of the at-bat. And here's a slider that's nowhere close, and it's 1-0. Giancarlo swings, and this ball is hit well into left field. And that nearly broke our tie, but instead it's a foul ball.
Good chance he's not seeing that pitch again. If he does, it's got to be bounced. But I'll tell you, from a pitcher's perspective, that's nothing but a long strike.
2 balls and a strike to count. And there's a base hit on the line. So that 2-out success means Gary Sanchez will get to hit here. Digging in, Gary Sanchez. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Justin Wilson takes over here with the runner at first and 2 gone in the inning.
Number 37, Justin Wilson.
Here's the first pitch to him. Fouled off. 2 out with the possible go-ahead run at first. Working for the punch out and the offering. Fouled away. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Dylan Betances is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the eighth. Digging in and looking for more, Ian Happ. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game. 8, 9, and 1 to start the inning as the first pitch misses for ball 1. And they won't get him to chase the curveball in the dirt that time, and it's 2-0 now.
Not a great spot to be in right here, 2-0, but I'm not so sure why he's pitching this guy so cautiously. A bottom of the order guy you don't normally see getting pitched like this.
And he lays off, ball. Now the potential go-ahead run is on base here. Tommy La Stella will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot. And there he goes towards second. Pitches a cold strike. The throw. And no throw, in fact, as he'll just hang on to it.
You have one job in this situation, especially down 0-2. You have to find a way to advance that runner to third and give your teammate a chance to drive something into the outfield. You cannot not come through in this situation.
2 balls and 2 strikes now. Half swing here, but it won't matter. It's strike 3 called anyway, and that's out number 1. And now back to the leadoff spot in the Cubs lineup. Stepping forward, Javier Baez. Previous history against Dylan Betances. Not a big sample size, 0 for 1. Slurve, and he jumps ahead here 0-2. He struck him out the 3rd time he's fanned in the game. Here's Chris Bryant now. First pitch coming, here it is. A ball and no strikes. Go-ahead runs in scoring position here with 2 down. Slurve swung on and missed there. It's 1-1.
He'll be kicking himself tonight if he doesn't come up with a big knock right here. That pitch was in a hittable location, and a hitter of this caliber usually doesn't let that go by.
Think he held up in time, but that becomes moot as it's a called strike 2. And he'll try to hold up in time, but to no avail. Jesse Chavez will be on the mound to start the 9th inning, and his job will be keeping the ball game tied until the bottom half. Here comes the first pitch. Hard hit ball to second. Murphy's got it. On to first, and that is a big out to start the 9th. Digging in, Miguel Andujar. He got under one and popped out his last time up. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Swing and a miss out in front of a changeup.
Really deceptive changeup there. Very well executed. It looks like it just sort of dies when it gets close to the plate.
And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Swing, high drive, left field and deep, and foul, though it had the home run distance. The 1-2. Hit in the air down the right field line. And he will run this one down, moving to his left, and that's the 2nd out of the inning. And that'll bring up Gleyber Torres. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Here's the first pitch to him. Ooh, good changeup, just missed inside. Count even now at 1-1.
I know it's a guessing game, but usually when you flip that coin, it better come up fastball at this level. He cannot be late right there. That was right in the wheelhouse.
And he strikes him out on a good pitch, so one run can win it as we... Here's Daniel Murphy now. 3 at-bats for him in this one, all ending with him going down on strikes. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Ball 1. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Gardner is there, and he's got that all-important first out here to start the ninth. Anthony Rizzo stands in now. Previous history against Dellin Betances. Just a couple of matchups, no hits in 2 at-bats. I'm set with the 0-1. And a slurve, but this is in the dirt for a ball. 1 out, nobody on. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2. And he'll try to hold back, but he won't be able to, as that's ruled a swing, and there are 2 away now. Stepping in, Kyle Schwarber. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now. And not the kind of swing you're hoping for on 2-0 as they bunch him up inside. It's 2-1 now.
I'll tell you, he just doesn't look comfortable in the box to me tonight. He's been off balance with his swings, and that one completely tied him up.
And with a big pitch here, he'll step off and rethink things. And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2. Check swing here, but he holds up far too late as it's strike 3, and the inning is over. Now in the box, Greg Bird. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
The first baseman, number 33, Greg Bird.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And it's fouled away. Contreras might try to make a play on it. A bouncer up the middle. And that gets through, so he'll have his first base hit, make him 1 for 4 in the game now. So the leadoff man reaches base safely here in extra innings. Into the box now, Neil Walker. Go ahead run at first, nobody out.
Your attention, please.
New pitcher set to take over now, and it's the left-hander Jorge De La Rosa.
Jorge De La Rosa.
Here's the first pitch. And this one's in the dirt. And a heads-up play to get back to first, as he wisely hadn't gotten too far from the bag. And that one misses upstairs. 2-0. Go ahead runs aboard here at first with nobody out. Over the outside half, and it's 2-1. Laid off as it caught the inside corner. In the dirt here. Now the 3-2 pitch. Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact. Hit fairly well out towards straightaway center. Half has it in his tracks. He's got it 1 away. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up. So striding forward now, Dellin Betances. He could be bunting here in order to stay out of the double play. Ronald Torreyes will be called upon here to hit with the game on the line. Now the 0-2 pitch. Hit out towards second. Murphy to his right. He has it. Back to Rizzo, and they get out of it here. A double play to retire the side. Sonny Gray comes on to start the home 10th, and he's just hoping to get this one into the 11th inning. So striding in, Wilson Contreras. He'll begin things here against Sonny Gray. First pitch of the at-bat. Missed with a slider. A late swing at a slider for a strike. And he jumps at a changeup, a swing and a miss. Misses, ball 2. High in the air out to center field. Hicks is under it. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. Here's Ben Zobrist now. He went down on strikes last time up. First offering on its way. There's a fastball missing down and away for a ball. 1-0. That's by him for strike 1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
1-1 now to Zobrist. Ooh, good changeup, just missed inside.
1 strike.
Got a big pass at a slider that gets past him.
That's a real tough pitch to hit. That's, as in the pitcher's jargon, we call that the Hall of Fame pitch. That slider down and in. Really, the only way you're going to be able to hit that pitch is if you're looking for it down and in, and still then, it's a really difficult pitch to hit.
Now the 3-2 pitch. He swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. So in now for Chicago. Ian Happ comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1.
As a pitcher, you got to feel good that you had him out front, even though he didn't pot commit on that one. It opens up a lot of weapons for you to go high fastball or throw even a better off-speed pitch.
And he strikes him out to retire the side, so we'll play at least one more. Here's Brett Gardner now. His career line against De La Rosa. He's 1 for 3. First pitch coming. Here it is. And that one just missed outside. And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now. Three and 0 now.
Ball 3 to a leadoff hitter that can run. Not the greatest way to start this right here. I think right now you really have to start pouring some pitches into that strike zone.
3-1 now to Brett Gardner. Now the 3-2 pitch. And he fouls this one off. The next 3-2. Fouled off. Now the 3-2 pitch. Fouled away.
Hey, I'm biased to the hitter right now. Keep frustrating that pitcher. Foul 12 of these things off. He's going to miss over the heart of the plate at some point.
So 3-2 one more time. And possibly an interesting development here. It's a leadoff walk to begin the frame in extra innings. So a runner at first now with nobody out. And set to stand in the ultra-dangerous Giancarlo Stanton. Steve Cishek takes the ball here as he'll enter with a runner at first and nobody out. Before the delivery, a check on that go-ahead run at first. And he'll dive back in safely. Here's the first pitch. A knee-high sinker, tough pitch, strike one.
Hey, these mechanics ain't out of the textbook, the art of pitching, but he seems to be effective with what he's doing.
And he's back standing. The 0-1. A swing and a miss on a ball that jammed him. And he'll strike out here yet again, as it's been a ball game to forget thus far. 4 strikeouts. Now at the plate, Gary Sanchez. There's one away. The runner at first represents the potential go-ahead score. Double play is in order, however. Just a tick behind for a strike. Possible go-ahead runs on first, one away. 1-2 to the Yankees catcher. Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first and no swing. It's ball 2. Here's the 2-2 pitch. He stays alive, still 2-2. Ready with another 2-strike offering. Got him. And he goes down on strikes for the 3rd time. Into the box now, Aaron Hicks. There are 2 gone and the possible go-ahead run at first. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1. 2 out with the possible go-ahead run at first. And a whiff at a good slider that time. And he strikes him out here for out number 3. So after a scoreless top half. So coming to the plate, Steve Cishek.
Leading on for the count.
Victor Caratini is up off the bench here to start the home half of the 11th as he'll try to get on base as the possible winning run. Slider, and that's hit on the ground towards second. Gloved by Walker, and a good throw gets him 1 gone. Here's Javier Baez. He launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. First offering on its way. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball. One ball and 1 strike to the Cubs leadoff batter. Bases are empty, 1 man out. 2 balls and a strike. Swung on and missed, and it's even at 2-2. Line hard, but foul.
A great swing right there. I know the ball's foul, but he absolutely laced that pitch right there. He's just got to stay back a little bit longer.
Bottom dropped out on him, and that's a strikeout. He makes the throw to first, 2 down. Here's Chris Bryant now. He was punched out looking at strike 3 last time through. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And the changeup is way low that time. Slider stayed too low. Ball 2. Gray gets the sign. Here's the 2-0. And he's in front of a tight little slider that time.
Well, he was definitely trying to end it with 1 swing at a bat right there, leaving nothing to the imagination. That's the problem sometimes. Everyone wants to be a hero in extra innings instead of just getting on base and playing it like another inning.
Went to the slider to try and get him to chase, but it's full now, 3-2. Daniel Murphy would be next. Here's a little chopper up the middle. Walker charging this one on to first, and that'll mean Carl Edwards Jr. gets the ball as he'll take over to start this 12th inning.
Number 6.
Here's Miguel Andujar now. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner.
Good pitch right there from the reliever. Tough for hitters to do much with pitches in that location unless they're looking for it.
Fastball misses inside. It's even at 1. Popped him up. Murphy is under it. 1 out. Coming to the plate now, Gleyber Torres. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. A windup and the 0-1. And this is fouled at the plate. 0-2 count, and the pitch. High and deep down the left field line. And that will end up a foul ball. 1 out, nobody on. Now this is foul tip right into the catcher's glove as he holds on to preserve the strikeout, and there are 2 away. The left-handed power bat of Greg Bird digs in now. And it's fouled away. Oh, and 2, here it comes. And he misses there. 1-2. And a fastball just a bit up. And he strikes him out here for out number 3. So after a scoreless top half, they'll have it. Stepping into the box, Daniel Murphy. He'll step in trying to do something about this 2-2 tie. First delivery to him on the way. Now started to go down after it, and he couldn't hold back. It's strike 1. Even on 0-2, a dangerous count for Daniel Murphy. Ripped down the line. And there's his first base hit in this one. Now the Cubs' 4-hole hitter, Anthony Rizzo. The winning run is at first base. Zach Britton enters from the pen now as they've saved him.
Number 53.
Here's the first pitch. Wouldn't bite on a good sinker. That time that missed. Late that time for a strike.
Hey, I get where he's going right there. Sinker, and then pull the string back a little bit with that nasty changeup. But if those fall in the same quadrant, look for someone to get on top of one and crush it.
Now the 2-1. The count now at 2-2. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Swung on in the dirt for the third strike. Sanchez gathers, and he's in there at third is the possible winning run. In now, Kyle Schwarber, and he has a great opportunity to win it here. Winning run at third base, nobody out. Sinker to open the AB, in there for strike one.
Hey, I don't have a problem with him taking a pitch right there. It's a good opportunity to see what he's got. Also a good opportunity to see if he's going to be pounding the strike zone. If you can work a couple walks, it could be the start of a big inning.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that winning run stays at third with one away now. Here's the first pitch. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes.
And now with first and third, 1 out, a lot can happen here. This at-bat could really determine the whole course of the rest of this inning.
The 2-0. Runners going. Pitch inside. The throw. And no throw, in fact, as he'll just hang on to it. 3-1 now.
Well, this is a strikeout situation, but it's also a ground ball situation. I expect we'll see a lot of pitches down in the zone trying to prevent the hitter from getting the ball up in the air.
At the plate, Ben Zobrist. In previous meetings with Britton over the years, he's 3 for 15. Now a ball lifted in the air to shallow center field. Coming on for it is Hicks, and the Cubs have walked it off this afternoon. Well, everyone was treated to a really well-played ball game in this one, and the guy you see there turned in a particularly notable performance, so he's our top player of the game in this one.
Well, the numbers don't just jump out at you, but his lone hit was a really important one. And sometimes you just need to come through when it matters most to be the hero, and he did just that.
Here now is the final line score tonight. First for the victorious Chicago Cubs. 3 runs, 6 hits, no errors. They left 3 men on base. For the Yankees, 2 runs, 7 hits, no errors. They left 7 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 56 seconds. Tonight's paid attendance at Wrigley Field, 45,936. As always, we thank you for your support of Chicago Cubs baseball and remind you to drive home safely.